Good morning, everyone. How are you, bright, sunny morning? I see Jennifer is come and gone. She's at 8:14 this morning. She said, "Good morning, Verna." She's waving. Good morning, Joy. Joy says, "Let me do this right way." There we go. Good morning, Joy. Good morning, Buster. I will say one thing. Good morning, Tickle Trunk. Oh, you're going to work, Joy? Oh boy. Now, Kelly, did you bring yourself ready to come aboard? We want to do a little talking about what we went through last weekend. And there's Nikki. Nikki, are you decent enough to be able to come aboard this morning? Or are you still taking care of your animals? And there's Matt. Matt, I want you aboard too. Let me put the link out in just a second. Will you go set it up? Hello, Nubs. Now let me pin this on the channel so that you can get it sort of stay in place. There we go. You're still running chores. Okay. Well, when you get done, I want you to come up because in about at a quarter after the hour, I got a video I want to show everybody. Hello there, my friend, Playtime Wrestling Federation. Oh, it's his wife, camera lady. Okay. Yeah, he looked like he wasn't far from the count when we quit talking this morning. Okay, Nikki, when you get your chores done, get your coffee. I'll let you come aboard. But in the meantime, we're just talking for the morning. I know Quail Con is was great. I mean, I had a wonderful time, even though I had run myself ragged beforehand. Um, we met some new friends. I gave Aaron Guidros the cooey, and I've got my Havana rabbits from Andy Rabbit. And I heard that there was an accident at the campgrounds, that somebody picked up the cooey cage the wrong way, and all the bachelors weren't running. Good morning, Bob. And so in the dark, they had a grease pig kind of contest. In other words, in the dark, they had to catch a bunch of male cooey boars. And I guess it was rather comical. PJ about died laughing. Joy says, Toto GPS, German pastels hatch, 38 out of 50. You lost one. Okay. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, Verna. Hey, y'all.
Okay,
Let's see.
this
I
was your
can't
first
hear
time at Quail
right
Con.
now. Let me figure out why.
Pardon?
Sorry, one moment. I can't hear you. Well, it was just working. I'm going to plug my headset in one moment here.
All right. Technical difficulties always arrive. Now, can you hear me? I can't hear you. Did you pull your microphone down? Yes, I look a lot better. Did I look bad? Nuts, do you raise quail? Okay, this is for quail people. Do you homestead? I can't hear you.
Okay.
Okay, now I can hear you, Matt.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Technical difficulties. Morning, Verna.
Okay. Somebody else wants to come aboard. Let's see how he's. Okay, do you homestead, Nuds?
Kind of. Not
Kind
really.
of. Why homestead in my apartment?
Yeah, I have a rental.
So do I. I'm in a rental.
I'm the guy that has the aquaponics in the basement and the rabbits and the gardens and all that shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. You're good then. Good morning, Vicky. I'm starting my birthday with 110 quail eggs this evening. Quail Con was delightful. Do you want to come up, Vicky? Yeah, Matt, you weren't at Con, were you? I mean, Buster, rather. I know Matt was. Matt, this was your first time at Quail Con.
It was, yes.
You came from New Mexico.
Yes. It was a ways away.
Was it worth it to you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I went way too quick. Next time, I definitely got to plan a few days before and after, but well worth
Yeah,
it.
neither one of us won anything.
No, okay. Well,
Andy Rabbit won 3 things.
oh, neat. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
she should have went out and played the lottery ticket.
Yeah, no, I'd go out and buy one right after that.
What was your favorite part of Quail Con?
Oh man. Well, definitely meeting the people, seeing everyone in person that I only get to see online usually, but that was awesome. As far as personally, I think Papa the Builder stuff kind of spoke to me as far as what my interests are. It was all really neat, but I did get caught up in his explanations of how he built things and all that.
That
Um,
is wonderful.
Favorite part was just the people, being around people you could talk to, kind of like-minded. I can mention things about animals or plants, and they were excited about that too. Didn't look at me like I was crazy.
Aaron, are you going to work or will you be able to come up too?
I have a question about quail when there's a chance.
Go ahead.
what is the profitability on quail
What is
as
the
far as a meat
profitability?
source?
Okay, let me put it this way.
Or ROI would be the best way to describe that.
Pardon?
ROI, return on investment.
Well, let's say the return on investment, they're about the cheapest you can go. Okay. Mostly if you're going with jumbo quail. Uh, jumbo is anything over 10 ounces at 10 weeks.
Yeah, they're one of the quickest egg to table animals out there you can raise,
You
and
got,
so
you have 17 days of incubation, and
and it
then 16 weeks, I mean, 6 weeks rather, from the time that they hatch to the time that they start laying again.
and a lot of it depends on whether you want to sell the eggs or the full bird or what you're doing with them. There can be
Aaron
a
says
lot.
he'll get on the live in a bit, feeding the animals now. ROI is whatever you want to make of it. It's one of those things where you get what you put in it. Return on
Well, that's
investment.
that's any business really. I mean,
Yeah.
if you put equity in, you get equity out. It's the return, or it's the law of
Profit.
oh, I forgot. It's early. No, the reason I'm asking is there also profitability, or the other question I'm asking is there also profitability in their waste?
In their waste, you can compost it.
Yeah, okay.
It
What
makes
I'm saying though
good
is, can you make
fertilizer.
money on that
You probably could if you could
You
find a buyer
could
for
if
it.
you, if you got, yeah.
if you market it
If
out,
you're looking
right?
for that, when I
There is
sell
nothing. Okay.
the mealworm frass probably has the most return on investment, I guess, for waste. Since they're not quail, but small little space, you can take mealworm frass and sell that for a pretty high price. The quail compost I don't have a buyer for, but my garden loves it.
I guess I'm looking at what can be done with the product as through the
Okay, let me
whole
explain
process.
this. Every part of the quill is either usable or sellable.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I have a freeze dryer.
Hey guys,
Hey,
Hey, what's
Aaron.
up?
Hey, Aaron, you're not
how's
showing
everyone?
up for some reason. You're not showing up at all. There we go.
Yeah, I have my
Well,
camera. Oh,
okay, you can go ahead and turn it back off. I just want to make sure it was you.
yeah, it's me. There's nobody else is ugly.
Never mind. I'm not gonna argue with it. I'm trying to be serious on answering his questions. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. You have a quick turnaround on quail to get eggs. That's one set of protein. Okay. When they're 8 weeks old, you can process the extra roosters for eating yourself. Okay, so that's your second form of protein. If you do like I do and you skin the birds, you can take the wings and use those as dog treats, or you can dry them and sell them for crafters
Okay.
or people that want them themselves for dog treats or to train their dogs with. Okay. When you skin them, well, the heads I put my freeze dryer, and those are dog treats for my dog. Okay.
So
The
your dogs are
feet and the
smarter.
spines, the feet and the spines, I usually use for save up a whole bunch of them for bone broth. See, because you can use the wings, the spines, the feet, and the whatever's left of the carcasses when you get done eating, and you can make that all into bone broth.
Right.
And then
You
the
know,
profitability is just really how
the
much you want to
guts,
put into it.
the guts, I freeze dry for dog food.
Okay. That makes sense.
And sometimes when I'm tired of processing birds, or if I'm in a rush, I'll do a bloodless call, vacuum seal, throw it in the freezer for my dog's breakfast for her once or twice a week. She gets a quail for breakfast.
Just the whole bird.
The whole bird. And the
Gotcha.
only thing she leaves behind is a couple of feathers that got out of her way. So
Gotcha. And
every
I understand what that's going to do for that dog over a pelletized. Right now I have rabbits, and well, I have a business as well, and I don't have time for the rabbits. I need to reevaluate my time frames before I can do anything. I'm just curious to see what the difference is between like the maintenance for the rabbits versus the maintenance for the quail. Looking to streamline my process as opposed to slow myself
okay, do
down.
you have your rabbits outside or inside?
They're inside.
Okay.
And I don't, alls I'm doing with the rabbits right now is we feed them and we utilize I've been doing research on soil mycology,
Mm-hmm.
um, combining fish waste with rabbit manure, and then
Mm-hmm.
also the frath and composting worms. So making a super cold fertilizer in essence to create a better soil.
Yeah. See, quail is a hot fertilizer.
Right.
So you have to compost it a while, about 6 months.
Right. Ooh.
Rabbits are a cold fertilizer,
Yep.
so is cooey.
Right. Right.
Um,
And
as,
that's really
as,
why I chose rabbits in the first place.
yeah, as when it comes to time frame that it takes to deal with each animal, you can deal with a whole cage of quail the same amount as it takes you to deal with one rabbit.
I don't have a lot
Okay.
of time, and I know it's pretty easy if you can automate their water or put it on a larger system and their food.
Right.
Clean the cage once a week. I mean, it's pretty simple. As far as profit, right now, I don't push a whole. I could sell a lot more to a lot of different people, and I could break the birds down more and do more with them. But just by selling some of their eggs and a bird here or there pays for all their feed and expense I have, so I'm at a zero right there. I get food for myself and all the things I want to do. I definitely could make more profit on it, but they're easy to take care of. For me, I work full-time plus job and have the kids and no time really, but they're easy to do, and I could make more money whenever I wanted just by how I handle them. Really
Right.
simple.
What investment you put in? Yeah, like right now I would be considered pet with my rabbits. I only have 4, and as far as time frame, I'm not even gonna lie. My girlfriend takes care of them 99.99999. Couple
No,
more
she takes
nines.
care of them.
Right. Right. And
Now,
much to her dismay.
now Vicky's right. If you take a 5-gallon pail
Oh,
and
Yeah.
put about that deep in quail poo, then fill it with water, put a lid on it, let it set for a day or two, and then you can use that the same way you do worm water.
What I would do in that scenario is I actually put
and
my weeds and stuff like that, all the extra plant material that I have goes into a bucket with some water, and it keeps, or there's aeration in that water, and
Uh-huh.
that would be the water that I would use. That's the water that I use when I'm doing my manure. It's basically fish water with more, because I take fish water, and that's the original water that I started with, is heavy nutrient water to begin with. So I go
Yeah,
the
fish
whole.
water is great because you can buy that kind of stuff in the store in the dry form, whereas you've got it fresh.
Right, right. Yeah, and
Well, you
my
don't
my
have to
plants
water it afterwards because you're already watering.
my plants downstairs are insane. Um, it's summer, so I don't really have much going on. But there's one of my bays.
Oh, how cool.
Is that duckweed growing in there?
Yeah, and then this is my
Wow.
little birdfish. There's two placosimus in there that are over a foot, and then there's a catfish that's probably about a foot and a half, and he takes care of all the extras.
Now see, that's another thing because they say that duckweed can double in a couple days.
It doubles every 3 days.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
Look at this guy.
that would even
Oh,
cut
wow.
down on uh-huh. That would cut down on your quail feed.
It's a high protein too.
This is
Exactly. That's
one
why it would
tomato
cut down.
plant.
That's one tomato plant.
Mhm.
Yes.
That is cool.
Hey, Justin.
I just left it as an experiment. I don't have much time, and I said, hey, I'm going to see what this does. It literally is sitting there saying, feed me, Seymour.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that's what I start everything with, is I'll take and rinse my filters, and I do aeration filters. So it's
Uh-huh.
already aerated, and that plant, that huge vine that I showed you, takes your nitrates and makes them into nitrites.
Uh-huh.
So it already is doing what it's supposed to clean the water. So the water itself is extremely clean. The way the system's set up is a reservoir that literally the solids have to fall, and the fresh is taken off the top, and it goes through a filter before it filters down through of duckweed. So I'm taking off more sediment as well. So,
Cool.
and then I was the guy that was talking about the Trumpy pump in the
Uh-huh.
chat the other night. For you homesteaders, it's
Yeah.
power, it's water, it's everything all packed into one, and there is very little input to very large output. It's by a guy by the name of Victor Sheldonberg, and then the other source for information that I've found is Land to House makes a Trump hammer, and it's TROMPE or P. There might not be any at the end. I just saw you writing things down.
Yeah.
And if you're a homesteader, dude, I'm telling you, utilizing a vortex would give you an increase of oxygen into your water. And then once it goes down into the system, that's separated out. And you can run a Tesla turbine and make all your power right there consistently. And then you back build that once it's gone through your Tesla turbine, you just back build it right back through and use it to pump your water back up.
Wow.
So it's not it's not breaking any laws of physics. It's utilizing the laws of physics for a consistent motion, not a perpetual. If the water evaporates, you have nothing.
So you
Very
have to
cool.
keep. See, he lives in New Mexico in the desert.
Water, reusing it, and all that is definitely something I gotta do.
This will right here, dude. I'm telling you, if you learn how to do this one, um, it would save your fucking ass left and right and then
Gotta
some.
watch your language. This is a
Oh, my
family channel.
apologies. My apologies. I use that language around my family, so
I know,
it
but we got little kids
just
in
yell at
here.
me. I
Yeah,
will
no,
look
I'll
to
have to check it
refrain.
out. I'll definitely check it out. That's awesome. Thank you.
That's
Yeah,
cool, Adrian.
if you
Just
pull up that
let me say hi to some people that came in. Good morning, Jasmine and Jennifer and Andy and anybody else that and Cosmos.
DJs, good morning.
Oh, okay. Okay, can you hold the rest of this? I'll show this video that I promised everybody at 1:45. I mean, I promised everybody at the quarter mark.
And that is what they came from, and the natural tendencies they have, their instincts to take care of themselves. So, how many of you went to Katrina's talk yesterday on aviaries? Okay, y'all are my people. Not saying you're all my people, but one of the things that I love about some of the things that you've done is you've created a natural environment so you get to see some of the instincts that get lost in production, like broodiness and like watching them go nuts over bugs or like cleaning themselves. But when you take a little bit of time to observe the animals and see what they're doing in your space, because there's so many right ways to raise quail, and there's a lot of great ways to enrich them in the housing choices that you've made for your situation. If you start observing your birds, you'll be able to see some stressors, some signs of stress. One of the things that you might see is a lot of pacing or a lot of panting, walking up and down on your cages, even in an aviary when I have slacked in my enrichment. And you might see somebody getting picked on, somebody having all these things, or you're just not seeing happy birds. So that's where enrichment kind of comes into play. Now, I've got to go to my notes because you know what I'll do. I'll be like, so this was this cool story that I had, and I want to tell you about it. So adding enrichment doesn't have to change how the amount of time that you spend with your quail. It can be very simple. It can be very easy. It doesn't have to add a lot of burden to you as the animal caretaker, the animals in front of you. And so what I'm going to talk about is first the benefits that you're going to see when you add a little bit of enrichment, and then I'm going to go over a couple ideas that you can. My brain just broke. What's the word when you're going to do the thing? Implement. Thank you. All right. So when you're implementing it, it's not going to cause a lot of extra chores and things like that. So there's lots of options. So multitasking. You guys, I told you it's going to be entertaining. All right. So some of the benefits that you're going to see when you take a little bit of time to enrich your quail's lives. So you're going to have ones that are going to be mentally stimulating, which is really good when you have bored animals. I mean, if you're in the same four walls and you don't have anything entertaining, you might go a little crazy, right? There's also going to be the benefit of improved health, and that's going to be, I'll talk about that in a minute, enhanced nutrition. We had a great speaker just before me talking about nutrition. I'm not going to go into details, but I am going to share a couple of things that you can add.
About this number. We have a whole group of people whose job is to keep the press and animal rights activists and all the people that want to make the industry look bad, keep them at a distance. For one reason, we don't want unknown individuals coming into a situation and becoming vectors of disease themselves. And we also don't want people tar and feathered, so to speak. Confidentiality is very important for what we do. The other thing is, if we find pollen or avian influenza and it turns out to be a real positive, we do sometimes get false positives, and we have a protocol for dealing with false positives. It's never the case that we're going to come out and test you once and find a positive and just say you have avian influenza. There is a process of multiple testings before we say that it's officially a positive. In an avian influenza case, it probably means you're going to lose your flock. The industry has a lot of euphemisms for losing your birds. We depopulate, we have ventilation shut down, we have all kinds of horrible things that we say that all sound sort of kind of nice, but really it boils down to killing a lot of birds. In the Defiance County, that was 3.7 million hens. They had that facility depopulated in a week. They use ventilation shutdown, and what they do is they shut all the fans off and they heat the building up. They put space heater versions in the building to heat it up to 120 degrees, and all the birds die of heat stroke and suffocation. It's horrible. It's terrible. I spent a whole day back in January listening to how they deal with this. So why do we do this? Because we're trying to deal with the problem when the viral load in the environment is as low as possible. So keeping in mind that we have a moral and ethical responsibility to continue to feed and water and take care of the animals as long as they're alive. And as long as we're sending people into a facility with an active viral infection, there is a risk that one, the viral infection can escape that building and spread to other flocks. And also there's a risk that it can spread to people. So last year we were cleaning up a farm in Colorado, and we always swab the workers before they go into the facility, and they put in all of their personal protective gear, all the suits and everything. And most of these guys are also wearing some version of like a scuba mask, a self-contained breathing apparatus. And one of the workers came out of one of these facilities where they were cleaning all the dead birds up, and he had avian influenza in his nostrils. He didn't get sick, knock on wood. That was very fortunate. But we have had instances where avian influenza, even in recent times, not so much in the U.S., but over in Asia in particular, where people have gotten avian influenza from sick birds. So we go in, when there's only a few birds sick, and if we let the disease run its course, it's going to take several weeks to completely decimate your house. And then, so like I said, in the meantime, the disease has a chance to mutate, become more virulent, get outside the containment facility and spread to other flocks. So we just go in, we depopulate the facility as quickly as possible. In last year, they took 30 days to compost. That was the disposal method they chose for the 3.7 million hens. They brought in 100 or something truckloads of wood chips to mix with the dead chickens. And they made windrows that were 15 feet wide and 15 feet high and snaked 7 miles over a 30-acre field. And in 30 days, the piles had reached the required temperatures to say that we have killed all the disease particles. And then they disinfected the buildings, and within 75 days, they were bringing in new chickens into that facility. There's a percentage of the birds that do survive these outbreaks. And so the question last year, which I didn't have a really strong answer for, is why don't we use those birds to breed resistant birds? And so I wanted to emphasize, touch base on that this year. One, the industry is very segmented. The companies that do breed laying hens are very much concerned with resistance and are working very hard to breed resistant hens through a variety of techniques. The goal of a laying farm, though, is to produce breakfast eggs, and their goal is to get up and running as quickly as they can. And so let's say you lose 70% or 80% of your hens, and you're going to bring in new hens to replace them. That's at significant cost. So you're not going to risk those new hens that a chance of one of the surviving hens is still a carrier.
Okay, that's the one that I'm going to be uploading after this is over with. I thought you guys should see it first. But what I liked is at the end, that was a NPIP guy, Jim Ward. And the thing is they're not out to get you like some of the other programs are by the states, you know. NPIP, their main goal is to making sure to improve the poultry so that a disease doesn't transfer all over the place. You know, they want you to keep your business, keep your birds healthy, but that's it. And if you do get ADH, AI, because I have a hard time saying the word, the backyard guys are not the ones that pay for them to get rid of all the sick birds. They have to get rid of all your birds. You have to be sterilized again and everything before you can get new birds. Okay. The ones that pay for that is not the little backyard guys. It's the big breeders are the ones that end up having to pay for it because they have to pay the insurance. So MPIP is the one that sucks up your cost of losing all those birds. You know, the killing the birds, sterilizing your area and all that. Well, you have to do the sanitation of your own area that you keep the birds in, but they have to make sure that the virus doesn't go any farther.
Say, I use a lot of different herbs to treat my animals.
Uh-huh.
And if it's viral, there's a plant that we all probably have in our backyard, except for possibly the gentleman.
You froze up, Nuds.
No.
Hard.
When AI
And
hits, when AI hits, you don't have time for that to take effect. For the simple fact, within 3 days, you can lose the majority of your birds.
that plant there is what was responsible, they say, responsible for curing the Black Plague. It's very quick in acting. Once you have it in a water source and something has consumed it, it starts working immediately. It's antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, and antimicrobial.
What
Hmm.
plant was that? Sorry.
Plantain,
Oh.
Oh, we got plantain growing here.
not the banana.
Yeah. Okay.
No, we're talking about, you talking about broadleaf or narrowleaf?
Both have the same effect. Broadleaf is what I have, so I have more experience with the broadleaf.
Right. Okay, that's what I'm saying. But AI hits so fast, they would have to be taking it during the time that AI that the
So AI is, by the time it's symptomatic, it's already affected most of the flock. So you would have to use it prophylactically, and it doesn't work as well prophylactically, and it's not usually as convenient for the large poultry farms to do something of that nature.
right. By the time you see a sign of it to be able to treat your birds, it's already too late.
Yep. Morning.
Good morning,
That's one of the
Jasmine.
that's one of those things that I would just simply do it retroactively, just because I know it is all of those things and it grows in my backyard, and I could easily add it to the feed to create a
Uh-huh.
better, stronger, more beneficial immune system type deal.
Right. You mean then you wouldn't have to worry about AI as long as it's during their migration
Assumably,
period. You have to do it during,
assumably.
yeah. You have to start it when migration starts, whether it's coming north or south, because those are the birds that bring it into the area.
And I think I'd actually reach for oregano and thyme.
Me, I'd go for garlic
Yeah, and garlic. A lot
because
more
you
for
garlic and honey in their water.
yeah, honey acid way water. You make your
Huh?
seed.
I couldn't understand you,
Oh dang it!
Jasmine.
Can't hear me.
Barely.
Okay, hold on. Is that better?
A little bit. I think you're just standing too far from it.
I'm like right here. Whoop. Um, no, I was saying that I probably would reach for like oregano or thyme because
Uh-huh.
they're really, really potent. But in both dry and fresh form. But the honey in the water, you turn it into mead really fast if you if it's
You
set
turn
out
it
too
into what
long.
real fast?
It'll start turning into mead, which is the fermented
No, you don't use that much, dear.
honey.
You only use about a tablespoon per 5 gallon of per
Drink.
gallon of water.
I'm just messing with you. I was making a funny.
Besides that, having drunk birds, that'd be tasty meat.
It'd be hilarious.
Little pre-marination.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, marinate from the inside out. Okay, Matt, since you were a first timer, what did you like the most out of Quail Con?
Um, Again, definitely the people. It was meeting everyone. It was being able to be around like-minded people that don't look at me like I have two heads when I go off on something about quail or a plant or something. um, so that made it worth it in itself. But just a ton of great information. I left with a notebook full of stuff to implement. Um, Being someone that loves building, watching Papa the Builder and all his stories and side trails and all that, I thought was really, really neat. Uh, just the people though, I would go just to meet the people though, even if there wasn't anything going on. I do wish it was longer. I know that would drive Zach insane, but
Well, we
another
all
day
feel
would be
that way.
awesome. What's that?
We all feel it should be a week long.
Yes, yeah. You could easily fill up a week, I'm sure. But I loved it all. I really did. I got to get Casey definitely there next year, and anyone else that will come. Even if
Did-
quail's not your thing, I think it would still be an excellent thing for someone to
yeah,
go to.
because you got farm safety. You had farm safety.
Yeah,
You had so many different classes going on, from business class to for you to grow your business and stuff like that.
yeah.
And plus all the quail stuff, the butchering classes, all the information classes.
Just being able to, if I had a problem or something that came across my mind, being able to throw it out there and get a lot of responses and conversation about it was really nice. Next time, I definitely got to go with some more planned questions to ask people, but
Yeah, that's another thing you could do. All during the time that you're starting to get ready for QuailCon, every time an thought comes up, a question comes up, write it down in a notepad.
yeah. it was nice not feeling like an oddball being there. Here sometimes I do. So
Yeah, you're right with family, like-minded individuals.
yeah.
Like-minded.
Okay. What? What, Jasmine?
I was gonna say like-minded oddballs. We're all
We're not the oddballs. The oddballs are the ones that say, "Why don't you just buy your meat at the grocery store? Why do you got to kill animals? Go to the grocery store."
Yep.
Okay, Jasmine. What would okay? You taught butchering classes,
mm-hmm.
and you spoke on Saturday. Then Sunday you spoke on, or was it Saturday? You spoke on quail enrichment.
So Sunday I spoke on quail enrichment, and then Saturday was all day long butcher class. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you
What
hear
was the
me okay?
youngest member you had in the class?
3 years old, almost 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what was the
PJ's
oldest?
grandson. Oh, I don't know. I don't ask people their age.
No, just do a guess. If you were to guess their age.
I would say 70.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We had a very diverse group of people at the workshop, and the resounding similarity is that people just want to be a little bit closer to where their food comes from. And it's a very scary thing if you've never gone hunting, if you've never processed an animal to take a life. And
Uh-huh.
like, those people were brave. They came up, they butchered their first quail, and did it with pride. We gave them a certificate of participation. That was Brad's idea, just so they had something to go home with to show, like, look at what I did. and
Uh-huh.
and it was great. It was really, really great.
He just turned 4,
He was
Jasmine.
Yay,
excited too.
Bruce.
And there's JJ.
Hi, JJ.
JJ, you can come up if you want the links pinned. Um, oh, I also heard that you're one of the teachers at Quail University.
I am. Yes.
You do Quail 101, and I know there's something else on the line coming up.
Yes, so we are in the process of getting some new mini courses in 2024, and I'm going to focus on 2 things, but one that's been announced already, and that is going to be quail first aid. And the reason I'm doing this is because when people first get into a self-sufficient lifestyle, they start off with smaller numbers usually, and being able to provide basic care for those animals, if there's injury or there's something that can be fixed, I want people to be empowered to do that, because quail aren't something you just go rush off to the vet, and most of the time we just off with their heads and eat them. But when you're first getting started, it's really helpful to understand what can be fixed and what's
And
worth
what can't.
fixing, and then what's not worth fixing and when they're suffering. So that's going to be the whole premise of the first aid course is,
Yeah, because my thing is I don't like to see anything suffer.
yes, exactly.
It tears
So,
me up. And
and
to
I know,
find
me too.
and to find an animal dead for no reason
Mm-hmm.
is really bad.
Yeah. So it's going to be more or less like a troubleshooting course to help people feel empowered to make good decisions for the animals that they have, under their care. So I'm excited. I think it'll reach a lot of people who are newer to a self-sufficient lifestyle, to help them kind of do that checkpoint system where they're like, okay, here's a problem. Is it fixable? Can I do it myself? Here's a problem. Is it not fixable? How do I humanely, relieve them from their suffering? So it's going to be a good course. There'll be lots of hippy dippy stuff too, like herbs
That would
and,
be great.
and stuff
I've
like
been
that.
dealing with quail for so long. I just say nature takes its course, you
Yeah.
know.
Yep. And we all get to that point where we understand
Right, but
what's
when
worth saving.
you're newbie, you want to be able to do everything you can.
Exactly.
And if things are so tight with you financially and everything, every life is more and more precious, so you want to try harder,
Exactly.
so I could
Yep.
see that.
So that's going to be the focus there is reaching the people who really need to save their animals so they can be productive and grow their little homestead, whether it's urban or their first animals. So and
Yeah.
most of it will be applicable to other animals, so it'll be kind of a good thing for people to get to experience.
Very cool.
Now, Nuts, do you have any information on your system that, like in writing or on a video or something like that, that you would like to share? Right now, he's got his mic off. Because we do look at other ideas and that. We don't turn them down.
Yes, aquaponics is awesome. Hey, Nuds, you're
You're,
muted.
I missed the question.
yeah.
My apologies. I'm cleaning out my truck.
I was asking on your system, do you have any paperwork or videos that you could willing to share to so that
I don't
other
have any.
people can?
I'm not a very good scientist. I go with what works. I look at that very much so like I look at a fence project or something. Go get it done, and then the results speak for themselves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you have any way that other people can learn about the same way you do it?
Not currently. I am going to start putting together some stuff this winter, I think.
Well, when you
Probably
do, bring it to us.
absolutely. I give my knowledge free. If I do end up like with herbs and stuff, if I do consult with somebody, I'll take some time for my research. And
Mhm.
just compensation is just compensation. Um, Nevertheless, if it's just a general conversation like we're having, my knowledge is nothing that somebody couldn't go out and research themselves without a problem. So I give it freely.
Uh-huh. See, all my knowledge I give up freely because my goal is not to get rich. My goal is to help others take care of themselves better.
I think what a lot of people would look at that is you're not looking to enrich yourself, you're looking to enrich everybody
Right.
instead of get rich.
That's right.
No, I,
Like
I
I
look at
said, I'm
very
not looking to get rich. I'm just looking to help everybody, encourage everybody else to grow.
right. Yeah, for the most part, there are some things because time is valuable and I have very little of it, especially during the summer. Um, well, I have the same amount as everybody else. I just use it very differently. Um, Nevertheless, um, if it's going to help somebody to develop something long term and they make it, I look at it that, if they make $1 million because I told them how to do it, it's only right and only just that
That they
they,
should pay you something. Yeah.
they come
Give
in
you a
on the backside.
gratuity. And sometimes gratuity doesn't have to be money. Sometimes it could be food or something like that, something you need.
I've definitely been looking and very open to instead of money, I will definitely take donations of gold and land. Um,
No kidding.
In other words, the barter system's what I'm trying to say.
oh yeah, Well, what do we buy? What do we buy with the money that we acquire? The things we need. So if we skip the money,
You
well,
just trade for something that you need that somebody else has and more of, and
Yeah.
it's just like I bartered my rabbits for some cages I was getting rid of.
the only real problem that I see with that is, for instance, um, in my business, I build a lot of things, and the value of that knowledge of building tends to be you would have to come up with a lot of quail to get a house built, if that
Oh
makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to have more than just quail to get.
Right, right. That's really what I'm saying. I mean, the barter system is great until you get into larger value without larger value.
Well, see, the value of the cages that I gave for the rabbits was actually more than what the rabbits would have cost if I would have paid straight cash.
Right.
But to me, it saved me time because I would have to put the cages on a list to sell them and
Yep.
everything else. So everything it depends on what's more value to you.
Right, right.
No, the money's already spent. I use those cages for a year now, at least. You
And
know,
depending, sorry. Yeah, you may not be able to trade quail for a house, but if people are hungry and you have a sustainable source of food, you might be able to feed someone to work on building a house for you or something like that.
Or you can buy a whole lot of goats with the quail sale.
oh
Trade up.
yeah, you can sell the quail at people that want to raise their own
Hmm.
and end up with the money you need to buy whatever you have to buy.
Yep, that's what
I
I
won't
did all
barter.
summer, all spring and summer. It's
Uh-huh.
insane how you know moving those animals can be an awesome motivation when you have big projects you want to get done. And like I stay at home, I'm full-time homesteader, homemaker, and I really wanted some dairy goats. And I tell you what, those quail freaking paid for a whole lot,
Mhm.
of dairy goats.
No,
Yeah.
Might
it's
might have to trade up a little bit to get there.
But everybody's got all these things that they want and goals they have, and sometimes you just happen to have the ticket item that helps them get there.
I will agree. I will definitely agree. And don't get me wrong, like I'm not looking to diminish one thing over another. Like my building availability is limited to the time that I have. I can only screw in one screw at a time type deal. So
right.
in the long of it, that is also, it's going to take a lot of quail to feed me until I'm able to be done with that. So I mean, that's biting into the profit per se.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's
Give
also
me
the ability to,
wait a minute, give me a
there's
second
also
here.
the, go ahead.
I can't turn the volume off on this. Uh, I need to cut my link and get into this because I want to show you guys the rabbits.
I am gonna have to hop off camera here and just listen. I gotta make the kids breakfast and all.
Is that going to
Alrighty.
include some of those fresh farm eggs?
Yes, it will. I'm gonna do that, but I'll be listening. So good to see everyone.
Bye, Matt.
I'm waiting for my camera to pop up. You guys can still talk. Yeah, Buster, I did get the rabbits. Um, the does are broken. And
They're really
the
pretty.
buck is who I call Bucky is
Is he black? Or
yeah.
yeah. I got to see them at Quail Con, and they were so sweet.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to turn this camera around.
I don't know if it lets you, because I would much rather use my other camera, but it only does my front facing on my phone.
Okay. It's not what I wanted. This is crazy.
If you're in the Minnesota area and want some free cedar, by all means, stop by. I've got plenty.
Minnesota.
I cannot find where to turn the camera around on this.
I really don't think you can on StreamYard, Verna.
Oh, this is a pain.
Well, Verna's figuring that out. I don't know how well you can see this, but these earrings were a huge hit at Quail Con. They came from my quail, and Ed made them, and I am obsessed with my quail foot earrings. And yeah, they are totally my jam. Look at those things. They're so fun. I was very, very excited. Stop swinging. Very, very excited to get these. So if Ed's on here, thank you, Ed. These are still my absolute favorite things ever.
Oh boy, give me yeah, you read the room and go ahead because I'm trying to get this to figure out, you know?
Sure. Okay.
See, and being in the other room,
Andy said it's at the bottom of the screen.
I'm looking at the bottom of the screen and it doesn't tell me anything.
Yeah, I didn't see one either. Andy got a wishbone necklace that goes, and those are so cute. I did request a wishbone necklace too. But just the creativity, I love that. Like not a single thing has to go to waste with the quail, and the creativity that some people have. Ed, with making earrings out of the eggs, necklaces out of the eggs, the bones, the heads, all of it. I'm pretty impressed. And like, okay, I'm a real girly girl, and it's a little weird to have feet hanging.
Wait a minute. Let me mute my mic. There, is that better? Nope, it's not.
I would say turn the volume down on your laptop.
Wait till I get away. Sorry, Lucy.
Did that work?
Can you guys see the rabbits now?
Yes. Bring it down just a little bit.
There's two of them in that one. And there's Bucky.
Hi, babies. They're settling in pretty good. There he is. Super cute. Those girls are gorgeous. I don't know if she can hear me or not, but aren't they cute?
I think I have one of those.
The Havana rabbits.
No, that's not what mine are. Never mind. I have
Okay.
three miniature Rex and one. I think he's a meat rabbit. Honestly,
Mm-hmm. Well, the Havanas are technically a meat rabbit, but they're like a smaller meat rabbit, and they're awesome. Perfect for Verna and her apartment living. Oh, here she comes back.
my rabbits have there's four of them, and they have the entire area that used to be the garage, so they're spread out a lot more.
Yeah. I've got rabbits, but mine are American Blue Heritage breed, and I love them. They're awesome. Very docile. Verna, where'd you go? There she is. Make sure your volume's back up because I can't hear you, Verna. Yeah, I think your mic
There we go.
disconnected. There you are.
No, it's muted. I muted it at
Okay.
the computer.
There you go.
So did you see a good picture of them?
Yes, they look great. They look great. Those girls are real pretty.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. And Bucky is beautiful too.
He is. He's sweet.
Oh yeah,
They
you
looked
seen how
very
fast he came up to the camera, didn't you?
Yep.
He got
they
used
looked
to
very
me real
hoppy.
quick.
Poppy. But
He does the zoomies. He does the zoomies
does he?
all around his cage.
That's funny.
Yeah, it makes the girls on the bottom, the girls underneath them, so they're kind of like freaking out a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like he wakes up and he just zooms all around that cage.
You've got so many comments you got to catch up on, Verna.
I'm watching, not that many. Havanas will be great rabbits for Verna. Yeah, they are great for me. They don't scream at me like the Kui did.
Yeah.
I couldn't go to the bathroom or get by the animal door without them hollering for me.
Oh, there's Lucy.
Yep, that's my baby. Aww.
She's like, I got to be in the camera. I got to be in the camera.
No, mommy is getting all excited and she's trying to calm me down. The thing is she decided she wanted to sit and eat grass this morning and wouldn't come with me on the walk. So she ended up being left outside and I came back home.
She was channeling her inner goat.
Yeah, she does that once in a while.
So silly.
See, look at Verna, the Kui do make noise. Yeah, they do.
How many did
Hey,
Aaron go home with?
I don't know. I didn't count them. Aaron, did you ever count how many Kui you got? And did Mr. Greeny meet the freezer camp yet? You need a bath, Lucy. You stink.
My dogs need baths too. We can't even talk about the Great Pyrenees. They're just a whole other wild outside.
Uh-huh. He's got 18 Kui.
18.
Yeah,
Holy
well,
moly.
six of them were born the week before Quail Con, a week and a half before Quail Con.
Oh my gosh. So fun.
He had 3 litters
That's
within
too
a
much.
week and a half's time.
That's too much.
And my hands, this hand, even sometimes I can't even open it up.
Oh my
The
goodness.
pain gets so bad in it. And that shows you I don't have the strength to do the bloodless call on the Kui
Right.
and stuff. And they're hard to do it any other way. They're
Mm-hmm.
hard to do it completely. Whereas rabbits, all their muscles are not in their neck.
Oh, there's Nud's rabbits. So mini Rex.
That's my buck.
He's handsome.
Oh, that's a broken buck or what?
No clue. He was a free one.
That's cool. Just tell me how many you process, Aaron, after you get done.
The Grim Reaper has an equipment heading for the butcher shop.
I don't process any of these. I just use them for their poop. They have good lives.
I have lots of bruises, Andy. I'll show them to you in just a second here. Off, Lucy. Good girl.
Oh, geez, Verna.
And one right there. That's from reaching in the cages, fighting them to catch them, pull them
Oh.
out.
Oh, goodness.
I told you nothing stops me from doing what I have to do.
She's like, I got to get her done.
Do you use a cage divider to narrow their space?
They were in a very small cage.
Right, a little piece of cardboard or something, just something so they can't see to the other side would definitely decrease their space. That's how I do mine.
It was really small. It was a quail cage.
Oh,
So they had very limited space. See, did you hurt your arm with the cooey? Oh, PJ says no, she tried cutting his arm off. But I got this one right here is tender.
I bet.
And that's been almost a week. So every time I went and fought to grab the cooey out to put in for processing, I'd end up bruising my arms.
Oh, goodness.
That was the worst because I had to go through all 3 cages and get all the cooeys out.
Wild woman, that Verna.
Huh?
I said wild woman, that Verna.
No, I'm just determined. Just for the record, cardboard won't contain cooey. Don't ask me how I know. I told you so.
Oh, goodness, Aaron. Oh, goodness. Poor Steve's trying to give Andy a heart attack. I think that's one of the most fun things about like Quail Con is seeing all this little online community come together, and it's like one big family. Everybody's joking with each other. It's like it's the most fun. Seeing all the relationships are as fun as the comments are in person. It's just one big happy family.
Uh-huh. You have a blessed day, Matt.
Bye, Matt.
I'll see you tonight. Don't forget to drop your notification now. You should have dropped it last night. I'm trying to teach him. I'm trying to get Zach to use StreamYard.
Mm-hmm.
And that way, when he's got exciting news and he wishes you were there to talk with him about it, that he'd be able to do this with you.
Well, we'll have to
You
keep
know what I'm
working
saying?
on that guy. He's technologically not savvy. Challenged. You keep working on him, Verna.
Aaron says they were living the good life in the bed of the truck on the way
Oh
home.
my gosh, Aaron.
Well, they can't get out of the truck.
Right. What a mess.
If I may ask, where was Quail Con at? And where are you guys
Miami,
from?
Quail Con was in Miamisburg, Ohio, and I live 15 minutes away in
I
Ohio.
live 9.5 hours away in Southwest Missouri.
Matt came from New Mexico. We had people
From 38
from
states.
2 different places of Canada
Mm-hmm.
to from Mexico
Mm-hmm.
and 38 other states.
Sounds like
Yeah.
you had a bunch of cons there.
No, a bunch of quailers. Cons
We're
is a convention.
Not con with
quailers.
a C. K or con with a K.
That one I
No,
don't
never
understand.
mind. Yeah, I was making a joke, but
Uh-huh.
I'm a nerd, so I do stupid research, but it's really not stupid.
Uh-huh.
So if you're in Missouri, then you're in the land that used to be associated with the the what we would know them as is Egyptians, correct? The mounds, Cahokia, that general.
I don't have a huge history on Missouri, to be honest.
Right.
I'm I'm a
She wasn't born and
transplant.
raised in Missouri.
No.
She's a transplant
I'm a
Missourian.
transplant Missourian.
No, Missourian. Because the
Yeah.
nickname for Missouri is misery.
Mm-hmm.
Just like it's Minnesota.
Minnesota. Mm-hmm.
You have no idea.
You're in
It's 40
Minnesota?
below and I don't give up. I got a heater in my truck and I'm off to the rodeo. There is nothing.
Congratulations, Andy. Okay, now I got to get ready for the giveaway.
And that heater doesn't work.
Oh yay, Andy. She finally got her Egyptian rooster. Woohoo!
Let me find it. Okay.
That's true. Andy. Jesse James. They have a little weird museum on the way to Ohio. Such a weird little museum.
What's it got in it?
It's like this itty bitty tiny hole in the wall, just history and facts about Jesse James. In Joplin, there's actually a space where I don't remember if that's where they got caught or had a shootout or what it was, but it was there's a whole bunch of history in Joplin, Missouri too.
Yeah. I'll tell you, after doing a bunch of research into America as far as like the starting points and all of that, if you take out Manifest Destiny, you have a very interesting story. If you put it in, you have no story or no history.
Okay, you guys.
What you got going on
You
there,
have
Verna?
to type in
I can type this back.
candy. You get some freeze-dried candy from Quail Con. Let me grab what I'm going to give out.
How do you do that
I
when
got to
you're in
go. Wait a minute.
StreamYard? I have no idea.
In your, where it says post a comment,
Uh-huh. Oh,
just type
okay.
in pound
Never-
sign candy. Aaron's got it. We got one person in here so far.
All your it's really, really
Okay,
great.
wait a minute. Everybody's gonna keep going until I get something else I gotta get out. There. Because whenever people win, I'll take one of these bags out.
Hi, James.
Cuz you're gonna go for any Jolly Ranchers?
I'm good. The only candy I eat is extra special.
Diabetic candy? Or the other kind? Okay, this one you're
We could
getting.
call it that. I like that idea. Diabetic candy. Yes, yes, that's what we'll call it. Hey, I need to take this real quick.
Okay. First one is 3 bags of candy. If you want it, type what's on the screen there. There's 4 people entered in. Okay. Now then, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, draw. Oh, I gotta hit the other button.
The suspense. Aaron.
Aaron won it. Okay, Aaron. He goes.
Woohoo! That's exciting.
Oh, that ain't working. Let me do it this way.
I'm with Steve.
Okay, this bag is Aaron's, even though it doesn't show very. Let me see. Gotta find a marker that'll write on these hefty bags. Ah, there we go. Okay, this one's Aaron's. Oh, whoops, that is right. Don't know how to stop it.
Ding, ding, ding.
That wasn't
So
the right
what
one,
is this?
Andy. That's just 'cause I hit the wrong button.
What's the app that you're using for the giveaway tool? It's just on StreamYard?
It's a StreamYard giveaway tool, yes.
Nice. It's very fun.
Okay, let's see. See, because it says StreamYard right there.
Yep, I see that now. I'm going to have to get off the camera because my husband just pulled up with a whole bunch of feed bags I got to stack
Okay,
up. But I'm going to be listening.
that's fine.
All right. Thanks for having me, Verna.
My pleasure. Okay, this one is going to have 1 Jolly Ranchers and 2 ice cream sandwiches. Now that's what you got to type in for this one. There are ice cream sandwiches, freeze dried, and 1 pack of Jolly Ranchers. And I'll get the bag to put that in. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I keep forgetting I can't hit that one. I have to hit this one. Ah, Jasmine, you won that one. 2 ice cream sandwiches and 1 Jolly Ranchers. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Get back to it. So let me write Jasmine's name down here. Where did I just put that marker at? Okay. Now, let me see. This one's going to have one of gummy bears and 2 ice cream sandwiches. Let me show you to you real quick. Two ice cream sandwiches and one of gummy bears. And let's see what we're going to use for the thing. There's 2 and 1. Hey, Marble Bunny Records. 2 and 1 for 2 ice cream sandwiches and gummy bears. You gotta type what's on the screen. Okay, you guys have until I get back from answering that call that you can't refuse. Okay. Everybody ready? Draw. Aaron want another one. Okay, Aaron, I'm gonna put all 5 of yours in one, all 6 packages of yours in one bag. Aaron. You're doing like Andy did at Quail Con. All right, why am I going so slow? Okay, now let's see. Okay, this is 3 Jolly Ranchers. Oops, so holding the wrong place. 3 Jolly Ranchers and 1 ice cream sandwich. So, let's see. There you guys go. We got one person that put it in. Okay. Come on, Jasmine and Aaron and Steve. Hey, Aaron, you should tell Christina to put in here too. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw. Dawn, you won. Cool. No, they have to message me what their addresses are for me to send it to them. That's 3 Jolly Ranchers and 1 ice cream sandwich for Dawn. Okay, I had figure that's 2, 3, 4. One more giveaway, you guys. I had figured 5 giveaways. Yes, Don, you just do it on Facebook. Otherwise, they would have to email me, and Facebook is quicker. Okay, let me see what I'm going to give away on this one. One, two, two and two. Oops. Two Jolly Ranchers and 2 ice cream sandwiches. And let me see what we're going to do with this one. There you guys go. 2 and 2 makes 100. Quail math. Okay, Buster, type in quail math if you want a chance to win these goodies. 2 packages of Jolly Ranchers and 2 ice cream sandwiches. See, we have 12 people in here and only 6 has entered so far. Whoops. Supposed to be shutting that camera off while I'm doing this. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Jasmine, you won again. So I'll put yours in your bag. Okay, now I am going to see what we're going to do for grand prize drawing. Let me go. Let's look in my other box. Ooh, I just found a package of PJ's ginger cookies that I didn't see earlier. Okay, take a vote. Bean soup, barbecue pulled pork, or chili? What sounds more interesting to you guys? You guys interested in freeze-dried chili, barbecue beef, or bean soup? You got barbecued pulled pork, bean soup, and chili. Okay, so far it's 3 chilies and nothing else. Okay, you know what I'll do? I'll do each one of them. How's that? Let's see. Okay, the first one's going to be bean soup. Whoever wants bean soup, go ahead and put it in. Because I want to do all 3 of them. It was me. I didn't pull it down. Alrighty, now the next one is Barbecue. There you go. No, I had my phone on mute. Morning, Bud Files. If you want some freeze-dried barbecue, you better type in # BBQ. Okay, here we go. Buster, you won one. Are you on Facebook, Buster? If you're not on Facebook, then you can email me at veyoung55@gmail.com and type in BBQ. And all you do is add just enough hot water to get the meat to rehydrate. And PJ, a week old and that cookie was still good. Okay, now I gotta put Buster on this one. Aaron won the bean soup. Buster got the barbecue. Now the last one's gonna be chili. While you guys are doing that, I got to get me some more coffee because I'm out of coffee. That gives everybody a chance to get in on the chili. Well, that's the last of that pot of coffee. Okay, let's get ready to go. Dawn, you won that one. Aaron's won 3. Jasmine's won 2. And Dawn's won 2. And Buster won 1. I think that might even be in serving sizes on the chili. So congratulations, everyone. Yay. Oh, Shadow Scout, you just missed the giveaways. Why try to make it a little fun, Dawn? How you doing, Shadow Scout? Yeah, Buster, now email me so that with your address and everything so that you can get your barbecue. I think my next thing, I got pears I got to get put in the freeze dryer. I was supposed to put them in the freeze dryer last night. And I ended up having a live conversation with another YouTuber. That's good, Shadow Scout. You may want to rewatch this later today because there was a lot of information given out, and or you can just watch my video that'll be coming out after this. Oh, Lucy's crying about somebody. That's good. But I was so depressed Monday when Quail Con was over with. But then the next day I found out it's going to be August 31st and September 1st. So it's not going to be a full year. You have a blessed day, Penny. Buster, I won't start breeding them until my sister's birthday, which is September 30th. I'm giving them an extra month to grow. Because they're still a little young, so I'm giving them an extra month. And to see what I'll do is I'll breed one, and then the next month I'll breed the other one. That way I'll have a whole month to process before I have to do it again. Oh, so your birthday's coming up. When's your birthday, Dawn? Oh, and Andy, I did not throw away my little giant. I found it. I did throw away the Farms Innovator. So I'm still doing good. October 5th, your birthday? My sister's is September 30th. Hers is on Saturday and yours is on Thursday. Yeah, so I got 4 incubators that work good. I got rid of the garbage one. And what day's your birthday, Andy? Just a second, you guys. The 18th. Okay. So that's in 1 week and 2 days. I figure that's this month because she's got them in the incubator already. Everything kind of just going off. Oh, crapola. I forgot I had that one on. You know what I didn't take to Quail Con? I didn't take my s'mores package. I ate most of the marshmallows already. But that's Tootsie Rolls and marshmallows was my s'more package. Did you miss the drawings, Jennifer? You guys think I should have one more drawing? Because there's 2 people that missed it. Are you still here, Shadow Scout? Who? Your goat was all tangled up? I'm so sorry. Who thinks I should do another drawing? Give Jennifer a chance. And Shadow Scout a chance. Yeah, I think since we got 2 of them, we'll do one more drawing. Okay, let me get that program back up. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to, you guys. Okay, now, what are we going to give away? Candy and ice cream? Well, Jasmine, I don't eat the candy, so let me see. 1, 2, 3 Jolly Ranchers and an ice cream sandwich. I could give powdered quail eggs. I had to go and search that down, though. Because I got more eggs I got to powder anyhow. Oh, let me see. I got to let Lucy out real quick. Then I have to get my stock down. Yes, I found it. Ouch. Celery. Strawberries. My hand is hurting like crazy. Bananas. Green beans. Swiss chard. More Swiss chard. Butternut squash. Broccoli slaw. Tomatoes. Rosie. Raw tomatoes. Sugar snap peas. Broccoli. More bananas. Carrots. This should be it. Yep, quail eggs with instructions on the pack. Let me weigh how much a quail eggs this is while I'm at it. Where's my scales? Hmm. Oh, shoot. Well, I had to get the other scale since I don't know where that set is. Well, that's the strangest darn thing I ever did see. Both scales are MIA. Well, I would weigh them, but I don't know where the scales are right now. Yeah, powdered eggs, you only take 2 tablespoons of powder to 2 tablespoons of water equals 1 fresh egg. One is enough, like 1 chicken egg. Yeah, but you have to do it in slices or pieces to freeze dry it. You can do it raw. Okay, there you guys go. It says pound sign eggs. There we go. StreamYard and everything's acting slow. Okay, you guys go ahead and enter. Whoops, Yeah, that's why I do it in strips. If you're going to go outside, Lucy, go outside. If you're not, get out of my way. Well, they're already scrambled. The eggs are already scrambled before they're freeze dried, so that they freeze dry evenly. And then excuse me. You can use them as fresh scrambled eggs. You can use them as in your baking and everything. Yeah, you can sprinkle it on the dog food. But why waste good food? Lucy likes hers cooked too when I scramble eggs. Okay, you guys, ready for the drawing? Shadow Scout, you won. Okay, did you see where I gave my email address so you can send me your address? Yeah, because the one bag holds a whole freeze dryer of powdered egg of the eggs. So that's a lot of eggs. Yeah, you can put but you wouldn't put it whole. You're better off put it in the freezer and just giving it to your dog frozen. No, but Shadow Scout doesn't have my I don't know if Shadow Scout's on Facebook. He found it. Now let me get those eggs so I can write down Shadow Scout's name on it. So that way I know who it goes to. Oh, you're not in the US, are you, Shadow Scout? That's going to cost me a lot to send to you if you're not in the US. Yeah, well, see, Usually I freeze dried the innards for the dog. I don't know. I'll find out when I get his address. I don't see any email yet. Okay. Shadow Scout, are you in Sweden or are you in the States? Oh, I think we may have a problem. Yeah, I don't think we can can't send food there. I don't think we can send food out of the country that way. Dang. Let me see. No, it says I can't send it to Sweden. Let me show you what it's saying to me. Nope, that's not what I wanted to hit. Now let's see if it shows up. Oh wow, I don't know what I think I'm about to need a new computer. See, it says according to the Swedish government, in general, the import of meat and dairy products to Sweden from non-Europe countries is not allowed. Exceptions are made if you import food from Andorra, Liechtenstein, Norway, San Marino, and Switzerland. But I can send you a gift card. They're considered a meat and they are considered a dairy, either one. Yes, I'm going to have to send you a gift card instead. Do you use Amazon? They won't accept it anyhow. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll send you a gift card from Amazon and I'll have it sent to your email address. That's a bummer. No, you got the means to do your own, cuz. And this is a kind of hefty bag. But I don't know where I put my scales at. Bummer nuts. I know where they might be. Nope, they're not there. I had two sets of scales, one for the animal room and one for in here, and I can't find either one of them. Took me 2 weeks to find my hammer that got moved. Hells bells and wishing wells. I wish I was a rich old gal. Not. Yeah, I got your email. Shadow Scout, I got your email. Oh, man, that bugs me. I hate when I can't find something I know I had just a couple days ago. Oh well, another one bites the dust. Oh yeah, well, it's been a hectic 2, 3 weeks. I'm lucky I still have my head attached onto my shoulders. If I didn't, I'd lose that. That's for sure. Exactly, cuz. Exactly. Then you have people come in and give you a hand to do something and everything's gone. Or you're in the middle of doing something and somebody knocks at your door or calls you on the phone and you don't know what you did with it. Well, I tell you what, I found out why my anxiety's been high this week for the last couple days. And that's because that Hoovervator egg turner motor is loud. So I got Jasmine's package, Dawn's package, Aaron's. Look at Aaron's bag. Dawn's bag. Look at Jasmine's bag. She's about as bad. Aaron's got 1, 2, 3, 4 candies and 2 ice cream sandwiches. Jasmine got a lot more. She got 3 candies and 4 ice cream sandwiches. So she was just as lucky as Aaron was. Then poor Dawn's got 3 candies and 1 ice cream sandwich. And Bustard's got, oh, I forgot. Dawn's got the chili and Aaron's got the bean, bean soup. And Bustard's got the barbecue. No, it's my Hoovervator. It's always been loud. Yep, that's about it. What you said right here, if I try to. Well, you guys have a blessed day. I can't eat sugar-free candy because the sorbitol bloats me real bad. But I am going to have to call this a day because we've already been at it for 2.5 hours and my computer's giving me fits. Buster, don't forget to email me. At VEYOUNG55@gmail.com. You guys have a blessed night.